Michael Jackson essentially tricked white people into buying Thriller, and he used the legacy of the Beatles to do so. As hard as it may be to believe, Michael Jackson wasn't always the universally loved artist that he became, because throughout his time with the Jackson 5, even going into Off the Wall and into the early 80s, Michael Jackson was still essentially a black artist, so much so that MTV still refused to play his music videos. Off the Wall, while not technically his first solo album, is often regarded as such because this was the first time he had full creative control. This album marked the end of the disco era, and Michael put all of his hard work and dedication into this album. But something happened at the 1980 Grammys that completely changed the trajectory of his life. As great as Off the Wall was, Michael only received 1 Grammy for the entire album. And for a perfectionist like my boy Mike, that wasn't gonna fly. So he vowed that that would never happen again. And that was when he hooked up with Quincy Jones to get ready for the Thriller album. Michael knew that this would be the album that was gonna get him exactly what he wanted. And the best way to accomplish that was to branch out and seek a wider audience. And that led to the selection of Thriller's lead single. A lot of people think Thriller's lead single was Billie Jean, but it wasn't. You also may think that it was Thriller itself, but again, it wasn't. The lead single on Thriller was The Girl Is Mine, featuring none other than Paul McCartney. And if you notice on the track list, The Girl Is Mine is the only song on the album that has a feature on it. Michael Jackson purposely led this album with the feature by a member of the Beatles, and it sounded nothing like anything else on this album. The Girl Is Mine, being the lead single, attracted that bigger audience that he wanted. And then as the album started to blow up, that was when he released Billie Jean as the second single, and he released the video. This album started to sell so fast that it was going platinum literally once a week. They were selling 1 million copies a week of Thriller after that. Michael purposely led this album with one of the whitest artists of all time, while the other 8 songs on this album were the blackest thing you ever heard. This album became not only one of the greatest albums of all time, but it became a true staple in pop culture. And it's all because Michael Jackson refused to lose again, and because he knew how to pimp the system.